Athena is the goddess of war, and so you know that when you're selected, you are amongst some of the baddest women on the planet.
Every day I get up and I'm ready to really be an advocate for pursuing racial, social, and economic justice in our community.
Something I'm super passionate about is to fiercely advocate for those women who are in violent relationships. And so I'm here to really give them the resources to help rebuild their lives.
My lived experience and the inequities that I've faced in my own life are so intertwined, and that's what really drives me in the work that I'm doing.
My life's mission is connection. For everything in my day-to-day life, I'm driven by that. How can I connect today with someone?
I always say service is the rent that you pay to be on this earth. I just think that you cannot do anything better than to give your time and of your resources back to those who don't have.
Growing up here as a student who had aspirations of being a professional writer, being a journalist, I did not always see women who looked like me. And so I want to make sure that little Black girls in this city don't have to go elsewhere to see themselves doing whatever it is that they want to do.
When I think about fierce advocacy, that is one that really starts to ignite my passions. I am working day and night to make sure that 50, 100 years from now, we're not still having conversations around Black and brown people having worse health outcomes.
I think oftentimes people can be fierce advocates for other people, and they forget to be fierce advocates for themselves. Remember to do that for yourself because you are worth it. And when you start to do that, people will take you seriously and doors will open up for you.
Something I say to myself often is, ain't no shame up in my game. And that really comes from experiencing a lot of shame. I feel like growing up and knowing that shame does not define me, and I can define myself, and I can start over, and I can become the person that I'm destined to become.
I want women to drop their expectations for perfectionism. I want women to trust that there are other options out there than judging ourselves so harshly, and that the first step is being vulnerable enough to talk about it and then asking for help.
When I was in graduate school, I really wanted to work at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And there was a Black woman there who was intentional about making sure that she brought other Black women into roles at the CDC. And I can never thank her enough. Without her, I may not be sitting here. And so I have taken that mantra on and make sure that I am doing my part to open up doors for other women, to make sure that they also have a seat at the table, and not just a seat at the table, but a voice at the table when and where I can.
There is value in having different voices at the table.
And it's very important that women rise up into leadership, and they deserve the opportunity. They're great at what they do, and they need a chance.
I think it is absolutely important that as women, we stand together.
Sometimes we're all we got and we have to advocate for each other. Keep going, because there's a lot of people behind you who are pushing you forward.
No one is you, and that is your superpower.
Shannon, congratulations. We are thrilled to recognize you as recipient of the 2020 Athena Young Professional Leadership Award. Thank you for your fierce leadership and dedication to the Grand Rapids community. Love the women of Athena. Wow. I wasn't expecting this. What an amazing honor. Oh, thank you. I do not look at this lightly. I know that I stand on the shoulders of giants, and I know that this is making it known that I have so much work to do. And that we will not stop fighting and we will not stop trying until we see the change that we know we are capable of. This is so cool. To all my friends, to all the folks who have made this possible, I am speechless because they really caught me off guard. And to my own family, to the 2 little girls at home who give me all the hope and joy and inspiration needed to continue each day. The long nights, the early mornings, it is all worth it just because I know that they are going to follow behind me and I want to blaze that trail for them. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you. This is wow.